the Drunk Sports Podcast.
Chuck Norris TV show guy.
All right, I'm done with this.
What happened?
And now it's time for Around the Sports on the Drunk Sports Podcast.
That felt like
Brought
that
to you by your mom.
conversation we were having over at the table where we started out with sex as an Olympic sport.
Yes.
And by the time it ended,
Blowjobs.
No. We went from all the way there to by the time it ended, we were talking about baseball while other people were talking about putting up stereo equipment. We started with a really good subject and we ended in like Dullsville, like 8 different directions.
I thought the entire segment was exciting. Was it not?
I don't remember.
We got to talking about tattoos.
Yeah, that's pretty much where it ended up in the whole putting the stereo equipment together.
That went in the shitter
Yeah.
like this. All right.
So since we are the Drunk Sports Podcast and we are also, we love our local teams. And if you're listening to us and you're not from Texas or the DFW area and you're thinking, who was the local
Go the hell
teams?
home.
No. You keep listening and downloading, but our local teams would be your Texas Rangers, your Dallas Stars, your Dallas Cowboys, and your Dallas Mavericks, and sometimes FC Dallas if somebody actually gives a damn. So that's our teams, and right now we have just traded away one of our, the player that I actually didn't want to see go because this guy was first of all a superhuman being, and second of all, he's a damn good baseball player, and probably the only reason to actually go out to go see the Texas Rangers because you'd have to go do that because you can't currently see them on TV because fuck you, Bally. That's what I think about
Bally.
So Joey Gallo has been traded to the New York Yankees, which means now I actually get to watch him play. So
Do you get the Yes Network?
I got the MLB app where I can watch all the baseball games.
You can't watch local games on the MLB app.
I understand that.
No, that's what I'm asking. You can't watch games on the okay.
No, you can't watch local games because Bally said no or something. You know,
I hate you, Bally.
good God, I wish y'all would just go ahead and give up your team rights.
So I bought a lifetime membership to the President's Health and Racquetball Club in 1992, which was then bought out by Bally's and became the Bally's Health and Racquetball Club in 1995.
Uh-huh.
Why don't I get free Bally's Network for the rest of my life if my $60 lifetime membership should be included in that?
I don't think it's the same people.
Oh, it's the same logo.
All right, then. Well, then I have no
Just saying.
clue.
Just saying.
I have no clue.
I don't know. I'm going to have to research that.
So apparently, Joey Gallo is now no longer a Texas Ranger. He is a New York Yankee, which, by the way, I will now be watching a whole lot more New York Yankee games, and I will be cheering for the New York Yankees because I'll be cheering for Joey Gallo.
So the Texas Rangers receive in exchange for Joey Gallo, and there's another dude. There's a pitcher that was can't remember his name anyway. That's going with Gallo to the Yankees. Chris, if you're listening, text me and tell me the pitcher's name. I can't remember. In return, the Texas Rangers will receive right-handed pitcher Glenn Otto.
Okay.
Second baseman Ezekiel Duran, shortstop Josh Smith, and second baseman / outfielder Trevor Hauver as part of the package from New York in exchange for Joey Gallo.
As part of the package. So there's more
Might
to
be
come,
more.
but these
there might be more.
These are the guys to really concentrate on. I've heard of Hauer. I've not, and I don't think I've heard of many others.
No, I don't know Josh Smith, Ezekiel Duran, or Glenn Otto. Jeff Passan tweeted, the Rangers are getting a massive haul of prospects in this deal. Others involved, too.
So here's my problem with, we don't know what we got until we actually get them up here and see what's going on. But you traded away Joey Gallo for another bag of could-be's. And this, let me put you this way. When the Mark Teixeira trade went down, I was all for it because I thought he was an an absolute ass. And so I was, go ahead, see ya. I hate the fact that Mark Teixeira, the guy named Big Tex, was not going to be playing for the Texas Rangers anymore. But other than the whole name thing, but Joey Gallo is probably one of the best teammates you could ever run across. He was also just a super good dude, fun-loving dude, but when it was time to jump onto the field, you knew you got everything that Joey had every single time he laced him up.
Right.
And that kind of guy, I would have rather traded any and everybody else, even the untradables. It's the only person in the whole entire Texas Rangers system that I would have marked as untradeable to me as Joey Gallo would have been Jack Leiter.
Well, yeah, I don't even think they can trade him yet.
No, but I'm saying that those are the two guys.
Right.
Everybody else, send them all.
Yeah.
Send them all. And
if you're going to rebuild, do it right.
Yeah, hell, I think I texted you, hey, can we just trade franchises with somebody?
Yeah, you did say that.
While you were during a Texas Rangers press conference.
I was in the middle of a press conference.
So, but yeah, Joey Gallo, I wish you the best, and I'm going to be rooting for you. I don't care that you're wearing pinstripes. That dude is an awesome dude, and I want him. I want the Yankees to win the damn World Series now.
So Gallo's reunited with Rougned Odor.
Yes.
Both clean shaven now, apparently, or Gallo soon will be, and playing up there because I tell you, it makes sense for the Yankees because they desperately need outfield help. Outside of Aaron Judge, they have nothing in the outfield, defensively or offensively. So Gallo's going to be a huge help to them, which I hate because I never want to help the Yankees. That's why I didn't mind Odor going there. But you know what? Here's my my passionate sports opinion about the Rangers and about Gallo. I really feel like if Gallo had been a Ranger his whole career, and let's say as an outfielder / DH, let's just say he played 15, 18 years in the in the majors for the Rangers.
Okay.
Everyone would forget who Tom Grieve is and call Joey Gallo Mr. He would have been Mr. Ranger.
He would have been Mr. Ranger.
I don't know if that was a hot sports opinion. That might have just been a good one.
And no, I think that's a good one. I mean, well, Michael Young is now Mr. Ranger to me.
Is he?
Yeah.
Okay. I can see that.
And Michael Young is Mr. Ranger to me. Tom Grieve had that mantle, but I mean, as far as your guy that represents everything that you think should be a part of a baseball player, and it's one of those things that goes to the guy that's the try hard guy because other players like Adrian Beltre and Pudge Rodriguez and those guys should have also carried that Mr. Ranger mantle, but Michael Young to me was just he was the guy, and it would have been Gallo. Before that, you could say Tom Grieve.
Right.
I also looked at that Mr. Ranger thing until he got traded for Jose Canseco. I thought Ruben Sierra was on his way to be Mr. Ranger as far as, the big fish in the little pond situation, which, by the way, he ended up going to Oakland and not doing a whole lot.
Nope.
But, yeah, I'm hoping for the reverse for Joey. I feel bad that he's going to end up being in the New York media spotlight for the main reason for the old heads that still look at batting average as a marker for a good baseball player and don't understand the adages that have been put to Joey on how he's to make an impact on a team. And they're going by the current way you tell offensive statistics. But you get that old school media up there that's looking for any way to needle somebody. And he's going to get chased down over that batting average.
Yeah, I mean, the New York media is not going to be nearly as kind as the DFW media was to him.
Right.
And I'm sure he's prepared. He's man enough for it. He can handle it, but he's not going to enjoy it, I don't think.
No.
It's going to take a 1-0 for 12 slump, over 3 or 4 games. And, over that time hitting 150 and 8 strikeouts, and they're going to be all over him. And I don't know if he's prepared for that. I hope so, because he's pretty awesome, like you said. And I will follow him. And I will not cheer for the Yankees, but I will cheer for him to go 4 for 4 every night while they lose 3-8, whoever they're playing.
I want them to win. I mean, my team's not winning, so F it. Seriously.
Fine. I mean, but you want them to win?
Yeah, they got the most Rangers on their team right now.
By the way, also involved in that Ruben Sierra trade to Oakland, Bobby Witt.
It was Bobby Witt.
Bobby Witt was involved in that.
Once he as a 17-year-old, no 16-year-old, he came through my check stand line at a Kroger's.
You were 16 or he was 16?
I was 16.
Oh, that would have been awkward if he was 16.
Yeah, because that would have been.
Like my age.
I wouldn't have been able to run a check stand at Kroger's.
We could have lied about your age. Like when guys lie to get into war and stuff, you could have lied to get into Kroger.
I'd have been like 9.
All right. Well, I bet you had a beard already at 9.
No,
probably had guns at 9 already.
No, guns did. Well, I mean, no, yeah, guns didn't show up till 18 or so.
So, also in the world of news of sports, the Olympics are happening, Colby. I don't know if anyone cares. I don't know if anyone's watching.
I mean, Slovenia basketball?
I'm not watching any of it.
You got
they have a team?
Yes.
Oh, that's who Luka plays
That's
for.
who Luka plays for.
All I know is that Americans can't beat freaking Iran. Right? Didn't they lose to Iran?
No, they won against Iran because
they lost to everybody else.
Yeah, Booker showed up.
Oh, okay. There, Devin Booker.
Yeah.
Couldn't win a title, but he can beat Iran.
Well,
he should get a tattoo that says that.
Or
I can't win a title, but I can beat Iran. Maybe I'll get a tattoo that says that.
Maybe you should.
So the big news in the Olympics, who everyone's calling the GOAT of gymnastics, Simone Biles, drops out of the individual all-around competition.
Right.
To focus on her mental health.
Yes.
There's a lot of things going on in the world right now about this. I don't know what to think. I don't follow gymnastics. I don't follow the Olympics. I don't follow her. I know her from the Uber Eats commercials that she's on. Literally, that's the only thing I know her from.
Well, now this is taking piece and parts and everything from what people that actually do care about what's going on. So from what I've read, they were going to not judge her correctly because of that she can do things that people can't do. And so because she could do things that people, they're like going to not give her like ultimate points or whatever because she can do a triple half gainer super jump thing.
So she should get more points then.
Yeah, she can do things that people cannot do. So therefore, but they were like, no, we've got to even the playing field. So just because you can do all these, and
is that really what's behind all this?
I think that's what's behind a lot of it is the fact that
it wasn't fair.
That just it was because of the fact that she can do things that no other human on the planet can do and reach heights that no other human on the planet can do. They weren't going to give her special points because she can do those things. They were going to try and judge it all equally, which basically butthurt her. And
yeah,
she said,
I get that.
And she said, you know what? Then fine. I'm not going to be a part of your Olympics. I'm just going to do the team things. And as far as anything that you were just going to get televised and get notoriety for me attending and being a part of, you're not going to get that now because and this was her gambit. This was her, you're going to do that? Well, this is what I'm going to do.
So by that logic, Tom Brady and the Tampa Bay Buccaneers should only get 3 downs per possession.
Right, because
that's not fair.
So it was a try to level the play, which I don't agree with.
No, that's dumb. If she's better than everybody else, let her be better than everybody else.
On the other side of it, I also don't agree with, well, that's what you say? Oh, well, then, wait, there's not a chance I might actually get silver in this, even though I deserve the gold?
Right.
No, I
agree with that, too.
I would have went out there and continued to do what I wanted to do. And at the end of it, if it ended up that I ended up with silver, I would have used that to piss me off.
Yep.
So,
but she's like, I don't know how old. She's in her early 20s, though, right? Like, this is pretty much her last Olympic gymnastics.
This is. That would have been another reason why I'm going to go ahead and do it. And I would have done everything and let it be a historical debate.
Right.
I would have rocked it and thrown everything I could at everybody. And so when people show that again, they're like, can you believe this didn't win the gold?
Right.
No. What won the gold was this.
Right. And it would have been debated for decades.
It would have been.
Since it's an Olympic event.
And it also would have kept her name alive.
Yeah.
Forever and ever.
Now it's going to be alive forever, but
it's
not in a good way.
It's not going to be discussed at the point of, well, she did this for this, and this. It's just going to end up being that she no mossed.
Yeah.
That's all it's going to be.
Wait, does she speak Spanish?
No, that's just I quit.
My bad.
No
Is
more.
that what that means?
No, it's no more.
So that brings us to the question, Colby. Are the Olympics outdated and should they just be done?
I've been done with the Olympics for a long time.
You know what? I have too. Now, I'm still into the Winter Olympics.
No.
I love Winter Olympic hockey.
And
I love Winter Olympic bobsled. I love the skeleton. I love the luge. I love all of the sports in which someone could die.
Okay.
Other than hockey. Well, I mean, I guess you could die in hockey.
Right.
Bill Masterson, by the way.
Yeah.
But, dude, Summer Olympics, I'm out. Dude, I don't even care. I'm not watching anything. The freaking USA men's basketball team, I don't give a crap. And it's not because it's basketball, because I think international basketball's infinitely more entertaining than here in the States with the shape of the key and all that, or the guys closest to the goal. It's not a rectangle.
Right.
Just because it's the pros, I'm out. If they went back to college players, I'm fine.
Yeah, you're against pro basketball, so that therefore you're kind of out on that. And everybody that's name is associated with pro basketball, you're out. And that's where you're standing.
I don't even know who's on the team. Is LeBron on the team? I don't even know who's on the team. I know KD's on it.
As far as
Booker.
Now, this has really lost its shine with me because it's been done. The all-star team from the U.S. gets all together, and those that want to go try and get an Olympic gold medal for playing basketball jump on the team and go play. Now, it is getting more interesting, and it will continue to get more interesting because other places are starting to catch up and sometimes surpass the ability as far as your fundamentals and such. It's the reason why we got Luka.
Right.
It's the reason why we got him with his fundamentals that are so high.
Right.
It's because of that's how they play there, and it's not just an isolation game.
Right.
It is a more team game, which hopefully that opens up and translates better to the NBA, and you have more teams that are fluid passers that try and do a little bit more than just kick it to Zion and everybody just peel out and watch him do what he does. So,
and Greg Popovich, man, I'm so out on Greg Popovich. I can't even begin to tell you how out I am on him.
He's one of the greatest NBA coaches of all time, and I hate the Spurs.
So do I. I hate him.
And
I'm not saying he's not great. I hate him.
Now his Spurs offense is getting a little bit of takedown with the players that are there, and by the way, I think Steve Kerr is also on the bench. So I mean, if you want a current offensive, he's not playing.
He should be shooting threes.
Only if Michael Jordan's out there kicking
out to him, yeah.
Right. So he's wide open because it was a triple team on MJ.
Scotty was on the bench crying because he didn't get the ball.
Right. Because it is his time to shine. And also, Phil Jackson's a racist, according to Scotty. Yeah, the Zen master guy that eats mushrooms growing out of cow turds is somehow a racist.
Zen master. Have you ever had mushrooms growing out of cow turds?
That's where the psychedelic mushrooms come from, dude.
Oh, have you ever had one? I wasn't going to say it that way, but.
The psychedelic mushroom?
Yes.
Yes, I've had a psychedelic mushroom before.
Can you bring some next week?
I don't currently know where.
I feel like you know where to get some.
I mean, yeah, I could call about 3 people, and then by that time there will be some show up. It'll just you don't know where they came from or what's going on with them.
Can they just be delivered here next week, like by some dude?
Actually, no. You can order them on Facebook now. Now,
but I want to know where they're coming from.
No, they what they do is they send you a big bag of dirt that has the mushroom stuff already in it.
You have to grow it.
And you just hit it with a grow light. And then like a week later, you've got psychedelic mushrooms. And what is explained to me on Facebook is how they get away with it is that you can actually buy these psychedelic mushrooms for research underneath a microscope. And nobody can tell you that that's not what you're doing when you go buy mushrooms from Psychedelic Head Shop Mushrooms USA.
Wow. So, yeah, I think the Olympics are an outdated sport. And I think they just, nobody cares anymore. There's other international competitions that exist. You know, the world championships. They do world championships in hockey, gymnastics, swimming. It's all still there.
The football,
the World Cup, whatever. We don't need the Olympics anymore. It's just dumb.
Well, and not unless they're actually going to do all the sports that I care about. If they do all the sports that I care about and do them right. Like basketball is getting, as far as the Olympics for me, is getting more interesting just because I like watching Luka out there with his Slovenian mates just tearing people apart. That's
right.
Pretty kick-ass. So I do like watching that. But if they were to have Olympic baseball again, if they were to have,
I'd watch that.
And I mean, you should, because you have a lot of countries that are now taking on baseball as their game. So you should have that. And good God, if they could have an Olympic football.
Yeah, but does anybody other than America care about football? They tried to do the World League. They tried to put it in London. They've tried to do it in Mexico. I mean,
yeah, but that'd be fun for a little bit where it's like the U.S. Team versus, I don't know, whoever.
Canada?
Yeah. Canada or
Nicaragua.
Man, anybody.
USA and Slovenia at football. Is Luka playing tight end?
He might be, because he might be, the best option that they have.
Probably.
Of course, you don't want that to happen. You just don't.
You don't want to get hurt as a Mavericks fan.
So, yeah, Luka Doncic playing tight end for the Slovenian Olympic football team is something that I don't want to see in our future. Or a sentence that I thought I would ever utter in my entire life.
No, I didn't think you ever would either. Real quick, as we blow through the rest of Around the Sports, because we spent a darn near an hour on it. That and the tribute to Dusty Hill and the former drummer of Slipknot. Aaron Rodgers is a dick.
Okay, yeah.
Showed up to a Packers camp, demanded that the Packers trade back for Randall Cobb, which they have done from Houston.
Yes.
Gave Houston virtually nothing in exchange. Poor Houston, by the way. They're getting fleeced, and they're already nothing. By the way, a quote that Matt Hasselbeck gave while he was on ESPN today. Apparently, Rodgers went into the Packers camp. He said, "I'm in charge here now."
Yeah.
Yeah, he's a dick. I can't with him anymore. I've never been a fan of Aaron Rodgers, but I don't know how anybody is after this mess.
Well, I mean,
like you said, though, players run all the leagues now.
They do,
and
this is now another step forward. And he will play this one last year with the Green Bay Packers, and then he will play with somebody else. He will leave unless he just loves being what he is, where he's at, which I doubt that's going to happen. Not unless he's totally in charge in the offseason, too, and he can get whatever wide receivers he wants in the draft and all of that. And he might be able to.
Yeah, at this point.
He might sure be able to. So, no, I'm okay with – I'm actually okay with player general manager folks for certain teams. I wouldn't mind if – because Jerry Jones mentioned this, that he wouldn't be mad at Troy Aikman as the general manager for the Dallas Cowboys.
Yep. I'm kind of in there, too.
Wouldn't be mad at it. A couple of times I think Troy doesn't have the best ideas about football player personnel, but a lot of times he ends up being more right than I am. Which,
so let's see it come to fruition. Let's see how he does with a couple seasons under his belt. I wouldn't be mad at that at all. Speaking of MLB trades, former Ranger, our best friend in the whole world, that almost won us a World Series, Nelson Cruz, was traded from the Twins to, this was last week, I believe, over the week, somewhere over the weekend. Traded from the Twins for prospects to the Tampa Bay Rays. His first at the age of 41, Colby. His first at-bat for the Rays. 428-foot home run. He can still hit it.
Ding dong, the pitch is dead.
Steroids are alive and well in Major League Baseball.
Deer Antler Spray, sir. Deer Antler Spray, which, by the way, you can buy that. Purchase it on Facebook.
You can buy Deer Antler Spray at Tractor Supply.
Yeah, but the ones that actually you can spray under your tongue and get all the stuff.
Banaka flavored?
Yeah, all this. No, it's not Banaka flavored. I don't think. I could probably find it on there. Man, there's so many. By the way, side note, there are so many things that I think are illegal that are now for sale on Facebook that pop up on, like, in between stuff. The mushroom guy was on Facebook.
Yep.
The deer antler spray.
Yep.
There is one like pre-workout stuff that's called what was it called?
Creatine.
Lethal Dose. It was called Lethal Dose.
Isn't Mel Gibson in that movie?
No. That's Lethal Weapon. Lethal Dose 50. By the way, if you're looking for a pre-workout, do not buy this whatsoever because, dear sweet God, it will kill you. It has like 500 milligrams of caffeine. That's in one scoop. Right? All right, 500 milligrams of caffeine. It also has an assortment of SARMs in it that really don't make any damn sense.
SARS or SARMs?
SARMs, which would be your now baby generated steroids.
Oh.
It's steroids' little brother that they're still trying to figure out if they're illegal or not. No human testing has actually been done with the SARMs. So there's SARMs out there that you can buy in a pre-workout that you can take. And when you take your pre-workout, because you work out 3 or 4 times a week.
Fuck, I want to try some of that.
No, you really don't. Because if you're doing SARMs, you actually want to dose every single day or else it has no effect on you whatsoever.
Will it make me more of a grower and not a shower?
SARMs has no effect on your penis, but it might have some effect on your balls. It's still steroids and a hormonal imbalance.
So would it make them bigger or more sensitive or both?
No, it would lessen their size.
Oh, no. I'm out.
It would lessen their size, not unless you did it. Now, I'm not getting into a post-cycle recoup hormone, blah, blah, blah.
That's another show.
Let's do something else.
Finally.
Let the fit over 40 guys get it.
Yeah, they can do that for sure. Finally, and around the sports, the NFL Postseason Awards for 2021 were predicted by Pro Football Focus. Colby, what do you think about, let's go in reverse order here. Starting with the Comeback Player of the Year.
Dak Prescott. If it's not Dak Prescott, it should be Dak Prescott.
Dakota Prescott.
Yep.
Rookie of the Year, Trevor Lawrence.
I can see that.
Defensive Player of the Year, Aaron Donald. Once again.
I'm not sure
about that.
Would
that be like 8 in a row?
Nah, I'm not sure about that one.
Offensive Player of the Year, George Kittle.
Huh.
That's interesting.
It is interesting.
League MVP.
Oh, okay.
Ezekiel I'm just kidding.
Pat Mahomes.
It's Patrick, sir. Patrick Mahomes.
He'll be Patrick whenever he learns the proper uses for ketchup.
Not on a steak, sir.
Damn right.
I wonder if he mixes ketchup in his scotch.
Not sure. Imagine if you're ketchup steak guy, you're also like ketchup eggs guy and ketchup everything guy.
Do you have any issue with any of those? I mean, we're not there yet, but
no. I mean, you eat your steak however you want to. I think you're doing it wrong. As far as the eggs are concerned, I put hot sauce in my eggs. So if you're not a hot sauce,
picks.
Oh no.
Of course, we have issue with the ketchup.
Kittle, I'm not sure about. And actually, I don't know if Donald's going to win that or not.
It's a preseason pick, so it's the safe pick, though.
It is.
It's all of these are very safe picks. That's around the sports.
And now it's time for Around the Sports on the Drunk Sports Podcast.
Tim, it's over. Who's it brought to you by?
By your mom.
Thanks, Tim. Back to Tim.
Hi,
Tim. Thanks.
The Drunk Sports Podcast.